talk to me about Secret Weapon 5 and Air. And was it a chance for you to sort of pay back the park in America?
Yes. When it came to the next major development after Oblivion, I mean, I'd got a very good relationship with B&M. They're a very secretive and closed organisation. Only the creme de la creme can afford to go to B&M, and B&M are the creme de la creme. I think there was a lot of mutual respect there. And Walter and I talked about what would be the ultimate kind of roller coaster. And of course, the ultimate roller coaster is where it actually leaps the track and flies through the air. And we talked about it and thought, is it going to be possible? And we decided no, that was impossible. And then we thought, well, you've got coaster experiences where you sit down with a harness on top of the track. You've got coaster experiences where you sit down with a harness below the track. You've got stand-up coasters. But surely the ultimate is to be in a flying position, face down. And how on earth could we do it? And we came up with the idea of getting you into that flying position by sitting you in a seat in a suspended vehicle, but then tipping you backwards so that you were face downwards. It was a very, very complicated business to make it safe, first of all, comfortable and quick, because you can't afford to take 2 or 3 minutes to get everybody, big, small, fat, thin, into a harness that holds you comfortably and safely, but as importantly, quickly. And that was the thing that took the time. And I and Martin Booth from Alton Towers went over to Switzerland on a number of occasions to test out the prototype, which was being built under the most enormous secrecy within the B&M facility. Not even the B&M engineers knew what was happening. They had assigned a special development facility separate from everything else, and only 2 engineers and Walter and Claude knew what was going on, because it was very, very important the word shouldn't get out as to what we were doing. Eventually, I'm not sure quite how, but eventually the word did get out that we were going to do a flying coaster. But even then, we decided that until the trains arrived at Alton Towers and were put on the track, still no one would know how it was going to be done. And interestingly enough, the word got round that the vehicles had arrived, and we discovered all sorts of enthusiasts with cameras hiding out in the woods around the perimeter of Alton Towers with telephoto lenses, hoping that they could discover how it was done. But eventually all was revealed.
Have you ever ridden it with the virtuality element installed? Now it's become Galactica.
I did ride it before it opened to the public. They asked me if I'd like to go and test it. And the one thing that I thought improved the ride to an extent was that we were never able to landscape and decorate the ride to the extent that we'd originally designed. Originally, that tunnel after you leave the station was going to be fully themed. There was going to be a huge amount of theming and embellishment, but for budgetary reasons and for timing reasons, none of that got done. And the beauty of that virtual reality is that the inadequacies of the site disappear, and that you go through that tunnel and up the lift, and it's pure fantasy. But I haven't ridden it actually since the ride is open to the public, So I don't really know what the end result is like.